It's time to go to bed now. Settle down and get ready to sleep while I'll read to you about Merina and the secret of the singing shell. Merina lived in Coral Bay, a little village perched beside the sparkling sea. Every morning the sun painted the sky in shadows of pink and gold as she raced down the sandy beach. Her toes sank into the warm, soft sand, and the salty breeze played with her dark curls. She loved exploring the tide pools near the rocky cliffs, searching for crabs, colourful fish, and shiny shells. But today, as she wandered further than usual, something caught her eye. A dazzling shell shimmering with light. It was unlike any shell Merina had ever seen before. Smooth and large, with colours shifting like a rainbow. It seemed almost alive. Merina carefully picked up the shell and held it to her ear. Instead of the usual sound of ocean waves, a sweet melody drifted into her ears. A song so clear and so magical, it made her heart flutter. "Wow," Merina whispered, eyes wide. "Where did you come from, little shell?" She tucked the singing shell safely into her satchel and hurried home, excitement bubbling inside her. The next morning, Kai, Merina's best friend, arrived at her door. Kai was a brave boy with bright eyes and a laugh that could chase away the gloomiest days. "What's that you've got there?" he asked, pointing to Merina's satchel. Merina pulled out the glowing shell. "It sings! I found it on the beach yesterday. Listen." She held the shell to Kai's ear. His eyes widened in amazement. "It's beautiful. Maybe it's magic." "Maybe," Merina smiled. "I think it wants us to find out more about it." Kai grinned. "Then let's do it. Let's explore the caves near the cliff. People say they hold secrets of the sea." Merina nodded eagerly. "Let's go." The two friends packed some food, a small lantern, and the singing shell. They set off towards the rocky cliffs, the shell's soft melody guiding them like a gentle whisper. As they approached the cave's entrance, the air grew cooler and the sunlight dimmed. Inside, the cave walls sparkled with crystals that twinkled like stars. "Look at this," Kai exclaimed, pointing to a wall covered in shining shells and seaweed patterns carved into the rock. Merina felt a thrill of wonder. The shell's song grew louder as they walked deeper into the cave. Suddenly, they reached a chamber where water shimmered under mysterious light. In the middle floated a giant conch shell glowing softly with rainbow colours, the source of the singing shell's magic. A gentle voice echoed through the chamber. "Welcome, Merina and Kai. You have found the secret of the singing shell." Merina and Kai gasped, looking around in awe. "Who's there?" Merina asked bravely. "I am the spirit of the sea's song," the voice said. "Long ago, I gifted this shell to those who protect the harmony between the ocean and the land. The shell carries the ocean's heart, the song that heals, calms storms, and brings peace." Merina tightened her grip on the shell. "What must we do?" To listen carefully, share the song with those in need, and protect it from the dark forces that wish to silence the melody forever. Kai stood tall. "We won't let that happen. We're ready." The voice faded, leaving a soft hum that filled the cave with warmth and light. Back in Coral Bay, Merina and Kai used the singing shell's magic to help the village. When a storm threatened the harbour, Merina held the shell high, singing along to its melody. The waves calmed and the sky cleared. One morning, they found a baby turtle tangled in fishing nets. The shell's song soothed the frightened turtle, helping him swim free. But not everyone wanted the magic to stay. A dark shadow lurked near the coral reef. It was an angry sea creature, jealous of the shell's power and determined to steal its song. One night, Merina woke to a chilling silence. The shell was still. The melody was gone. Kai whispered, "The shadow is here. We have to find the song before it's lost forever." With lanterns and courage, they dove into the reef, following faint echoes of the melody. After a tense search, they found the shadow hiding in a cave, trying to swallow the whole song. "Leave the shell alone," Merina shouted. The shadow hissed, but the shell began to glow, and Merina and Kai sang the melody together, their voices rising strong. The shadow shrank back, defeated by the power of friendship and song. Back on shore, the village celebrated. Merina and Kai knew their adventure was only beginning. The singing shell's magic was a precious gift, and together they would protect its secret. Every night, Merina held the shell close and listened to the ocean's melody, a reminder that courage, hope, and kindness would bring light even in the darkest times. And so, Merina and Kai became the guardians of the secret song, forever connected to the sea, the land, and each other. days passed, and life in the coral bay returned to its gentle rhythm. But Merina could not stop thinking about the shadow they had faced in the reef. "Kai," she said one afternoon as they sat on the shore watching the waves, "what if the shadow isn't the only danger? What if there are others who want the shell's song?" Kai nodded thoughtfully, picking up a smooth stone and skipping it across the water. "The sea is full of mysteries, Merina, but we are not alone. The ocean will help us if we listen." Just then, the singing shell in Merina's satchel began to hum softly. It was almost like it was trying to tell them something. "Let's follow the song," Merina said, her eyes shining with determination. The melody led them down the beach and towards a small boat tied to an old wooden dock. "This is new," Kai whispered. "Where did this come from?" The boat was sturdy and painted bright blue. It had a sail embroidered with silver starfish, and it seemed ready for a journey. Merina and Kai climbed aboard, the singing shell pulsing in Merina's hand. The wind caught the sail, and the boat glided smoothly out into the shimmering sea. The melody grew stronger, guiding them past familiar shores to an island hidden by a mist and ancient trees. As they stepped onto the soft sand, they felt the magic in the air. This island was untouched and full of secrets. Exploring the island, Merina and Kai discovered strange symbols carved into the rocks, symbols that matched the pattern on the singing shell. Suddenly, a gentle voice called out, "Welcome, travelers." From behind a grove of palm trees stepped an old woman, her hair silver like moonlight and eyes deep as the ocean. "I am Nalia, guardian of the island," she said kindly. "You carry the shell's song. It has chosen you for a great task." Merina stepped forward, heart pounding. "What must we do?" Nalia smiled softly. "The song must be protected, not just here, but throughout the world. Dark forces seek to silence the magic in every corner of the seas and lands. You must learn the ways of the guardians, how to listen deeply, heal with kindness, and find strength in courage." Kai grinned. "Sounds like an adventure." Nalia taught Merina and Kai to listen with their hearts, not just their ears. They learned to read the whispers of the wind and the dance of the waves. Each day, the singing shell's melody grew richer as they practiced healing plants and calming restless animals. One morning, Nalia took them to a secret lagoon where the water glowed with tiny lights, sea creatures known as luminara. These creatures are the heart of the ocean's light, Nalia explained. Protect them, and the song will never fade. Merina reached out her hand, and a tiny luminara floated onto her palm, its light warm and comforting. Just as Merina and Kai felt they had learned so much, dark clouds gathered over Coral Bay. A fierce storm brewed, stronger than before. Nalia's voice came in a whisper on the wind. The shadow stirs again. Back home, Merina saw the waves crashing wildly. Boats rocked, and the villagers hurried to secure their homes. With the singing shell in her hand, Merina stood on the shore, Kai beside her. Together they sang the ocean's melody, their voices rising strong against the roaring wind. Slowly the storm calmed, the skies cleared, and a rainbow arched over the bay. That night, Merina looked at the stars and held the singing shell close. "We have so much to protect," she whispered. "Thank goodness we're not alone." Kai smiled. "The song is inside us now too." The sea spirit's words echoed in her heart. Courage, hope, kindness can bring light even in the darkest times. Merina knew that as long as she and Kai kept the secret of the singing shell safe, Coral Bay and the world beyond would always have a song to guide them.